Welcome back to Business Today, and as Swahili anchors say, kama ada. Yes, I'm joined by Mentoria, CEO, founder, economist Ken Gishinga. Glad to have you, brother, in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
You good?
Had a great week. Looking forward to the weekend.
Definitely, and you look sharp.
Oh, thank you very much.
How for Friday? You know, Fridays in Kenya, it's like a Kanye West fashion show. People are just chilling. Anyway, we want to put some stories into perspective. And first of all, we start with matters LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, where consumers are said to pay more for liquefied petroleum gas or cooking gas, as new regulations come into force on the 1st of January 2020. Under the new rules, traders will be required to get a license from the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority and oil marketers. Brenda Kerubo with this report.
The regulations indicate a consumer with a container branded X cannot have it changed at Y or Z filling stations and vice versa. The law now declares the brand owner as the company whose brand name is inscribed on it. The brand owner is the legal owner of the gas cylinder.
When you buy a container, even if you pay deposit, the new law says that is not your container. It's like you're just leasing.
If we leave this responsibility to the consumer, some of you will say, no, today I don't have money, I can't maintain it. I can wait for 1 or 2 months, and within those 1 or 2 months, maybe that's when the accident will happen. So this responsibility was squarely placed on the brand owner.
Retail traders in cooking gas such as supermarkets will also need licenses from the Energy, Petroleum and Regulatory Authority, as well as oil marketers.
We expect artificial shortage of gas from January 1st, in the new year, simply because if we are going to give the brand owners, the discretion to decide who's going to supply for them, what if they decide they're not going to take to certain places because it doesn't make a business sense?
Those people operating illegal plants, I think the fine is clear in the Act, it is clear in the regulations. It's a minimum of 10 million. And this is just to make sure that these plants, it's a punitive fine, so to speak, to ensure that we discourage people from building and operating illegal plants. Because
the energy regulator, however, notes the regulations are meant to streamline the regulatory field and, above all, assure safety.
The dealers in the LPG market, most of them actually failed to follow the standard safety procedures when filling LPG cylinders, and refill cylinders that were of poor conditions, which had deteriorated, which in return resulted in leakages and in some cases some fatal accidents.
Kenya's cooking gas consumption stands at 2 kilos per capita, which is below Africa's average of 3 kilos per capita. This can be attributed to the high cost of the commodity at around 200 shillings per kilo, compared to the global average of 60 shillings.
Where you can get demand by making sure, for example, the gas cylinders are either given free or they are affordable, so that then the private sector can see the reason why they need to move those areas to supply gas.
The new regulations also bar selling cooking gas without a receipt and transportation of more than 3 gas cylinders in a car without regulatory approval. Brenda Kerubo, KTN News.
Well, there you have it. In fact, some people are suggesting if you have the big container, if you have the big one, go refill it before even if it is not finished.